a football review. Bryce Underwood, he made his debut as the Michigan quarterback, QB1. Couple of takeaways from the game. Defense looks really good. Defense looks athletic on the front end. We knew our front seven was going to be fierce. We've seen a lot of that in there. We kind of still have this thing where we get into like middle of the second quarter and we kind of put the gas off. And I think that won't work for the way they're trying to play. If they're doing the methodical style, then yes. I think I really like that they're doing a little bit more up tempo. But I think we cannot do away with the anaconda mentality. Joe Clatt coined that phrase, and I think it works for Michigan. And I think only Michigan, from the players that we have, even with Bryce Young, we can be dynamic, but I think we have to find the realm of we can beat you with tempo, or we can be methodical, or we control the tempo of the game. We want to slow it down, we can slow it down. We want to speed it up, we can. But we control the tempo. We make you off kilter. We can adjust quickly and get the tempo back or momentum back. And I think we have to find that balance. I think we have to run the ball more. That's something even Coach Morris said in the half. First quarter, the run game was just dominant. Definitely we're going to have a great run game. Haynes was a great pickup from Alabama to Michigan. Dynamic, explosive runner. And then Marshall, who is a powerhouse runner. He is a power runner, man. He reminds me a little bit of Hart, a little bit of Minor. I don't know if y'all remember Minor was the running back. He was, I think he was running back after Hart. He kind of reminds me of those really strong, powerful bats the Michigan's had. Even Mullins was kind of a strong, powerful bat. But he has that power bat thing. I think this 1-2 punch is going to be really, really great. I think this is going to be one of the better running back duos in the nation. So I'm looking to see some great things come out of that running back room. Bryce Underwood, for his debut, he did amazing. Definitely a major improvement from Davis Warren. Not taking nothing away from Davis Warren, but he's just not the guy. He's not the guy. Great kid, great student, great teammate, I believe, but he does not have the skill to take Michigan to the next level. And for what we're trying to do, we're going to have to be able to throw. Bryce proved that last night. There's no doubt. His arm strength. I would say it was more of the wide receivers than it delivered than Bryce. There were a couple passes that if they would have paid attention, the score would have been like probably more in the 50s than that we were in the 30s. And that really wasn't Bryce's fault. Now, we were very penalty heavy, and that's not Michigan's style. We got to get a little bit more cleaner in that. Now, there were a couple calls that referees made that were bad that worked for New Mexico's favor. That one catch that was not a catch that should have been overturned. There was a couple of hiccups there, too, that worked in New Mexico's favor. Also, keep in mind, a lot of these guys that were on Idaho came and crossed over to New Mexico, and Idaho was a team that pushed Oregon to its limit last year. So this was a team that had experience dealing with Power 5 teams, good skilled players. So this was not going to be a rollover game, but it was a good test game, a good tweak game. We got to see Bryce. They didn't let him run, which I think was smart. You want to say that for your big games. You might see him scramble a little bit more, and against Oklahoma, probably against Michigan State, and probably against Ohio State, if I could just name the games. Or they, knowing more, sometimes more will hold on to something. And they might hold off of that to Ohio State and play Ohio State Big Ten Championship and playoffs. So that could be, a thing. That block that Bryce Underwood did was amazing. I don't know if y'all seen that block when he was running in for the second touchdown. But it shows his strength, his power. He towers over a lot of players, man. This is a big guy. So he's not an easy quarterback to take down. So I'm really impressed by it. Arm was amazing. A lot of great passes. He's already eclipsed the passing game from last year in this one game already eclipses that. The passing game, I don't think it's gonna be a question. The wide receivers, I think they got to get better rhythm with Bryce. And I think that's something they need to really work on between now and next Saturday when we go to Oklahoma. Because it's going to be important when we go to Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner Country, I think Oklahoma, they dominated their game as well. And so they're coming looking for to make it to prove a statement that they're improved this season. Michigan is coming from the same standpoint. So both teams are going to be very hungry going into this game next week. And we're going to see who wanted more. Bryce said he's a competitor, but there's going to be some competition, Bryce. We're going to see what it is. Let's go blue.